Have you ever had a big event coming up and days, weeks, even months before the situation, you just can't help but feel anxiety, dread, and fear? Well, we're gonna dig into this Will Smith quote that helped me a lot talking about fear, and by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly how to handle fear before it comes up. My name is Javan Sewell, and today we're going to be digging into Will Smith's quote that he did when he's talking about his skydiving story. So yes, if you don't know this channel, I'm talking about all things to do with taking the leap and facing your fear. And yeah, so Will Smith, this is quite a few years ago, but I thought I'd bring it up because it's very relevant in today's day and age. And basically, he's talking about this experience where he was skydiving with his friends and family and all the fear he felt before. And there's no need to feel the fear because you're not actually in the moment. You'll be in your bed the night before. You'll be in the car on the way there. So what I'm going to do is essentially talk about 3 points, and it's fear before, vs fear in a moment, it's reclaiming mental space, and it's facing fear when it's time. So right now, I'm gonna put that clip on what I'm talking about. And as you see, it's gonna be Will Smith with his friends and family, and he's essentially getting ready for the actual day. He's talking to the crowd because it was extracted from an interview as well. So in the interview, he's actually talking to the crowd about the situation. And at the end of it, you see him enjoying it. And then basically, he's actually embracing with his sons at the end because they loved it so much. Yes, and what he says in the quote is that the point of maximum danger is the point of minimum fear, because once you actually go on the other side of fear, that's when you realize it's blissful and you get all the things you want on the other side of fear. And I've experienced this in myself in life, so this is why I come to talk to you today. So point number 1, fear before vs fear in the moment. So with this, you want to think about everyone's situation with fear. They always fear it days, weeks, or months before the actual situation. And I'm gonna give you an example. So when I was in Canada, I did photography, and my first paid photography shoot was 2018 with a family. I put myself on their version of Gumtree, and yeah, they came up to me saying, I really like your photos. I had previous like family photos and couple photos. So I really like your photos, could you take photos of us at Lake Louise? And I said, yeah, no problem. Like, of course, this is my price, da da da. They're happy with the price. And yeah, so we set the date for about 2 weeks in advance. They were coming from Toronto, so 2 weeks in advance. And I had that fearful feeling. But the thing is, there's no need to feel the fear before because you're not at the photo shoot. So what I've learned to do is like allow that fear to be had, but have that fear in the moment of the photo shoot. Anytime before that, any 2 weeks before that, there's no need. Like what I'll do, I'll write it down, how I'm feeling, and then have a date on it. I say, okay, this fear is for this date, which will be the date of the photo shoot. Anything before that, you're not allowed to be fearful. You're not allowed to think about it in that sort of way because there's no need, because you're just building up anxiety. You're getting fatigued from all the stress you're having in your head. So what you want to do is just have a date that you're going to do the thing. It could be a job interview. It could be a big conversation that you need to have. Have that day written down and then allow yourself to feel the fear on that day and not before. So point number 2, reclaiming mental space. So when I stopped letting fear take over my mind, I realized I felt lighter. I realized I felt like I can actually think properly. And the way I did this is by whenever I felt that sort of feeling, I'll take a walk and just ignore that sort of feeling, or like even just walk around my house, or cook some food, or meditate. Like have a visualization of what's going to happen, and then see myself doing well, see myself going down that snowboard hill properly, see myself taking pictures with the family and actually getting it right. So what you want to do is reclaim that mental space, because that is exhausting. Like you're going to get fatigued from just overly thinking about all the ways it can go wrong. You need to switch it and think about all the ways it can go right. And then that's the way that actually helped in terms of reclaiming our mental space and not allowing fear to take over. So point number 3, facing fear when it's time. So fear is going to be there, and this is the thing I want to get through to everyone here. Is like, we're not trying to literally eliminate fear. Like if you could eliminate fear, oh, I wish. I wish you could just eliminate fear. Fear is going to be there, innit? It's about managing fear and putting fear in its place when it's time. So on the day of the photo shoot, that's when, okay, you're allowed to feel this fear now. But it doesn't mean, okay, you're allowed to feel this fear now, break down. No, it means, okay, you're allowed to feel this fear, but then what I do is I use that fear as fuel. So I had work that day, and then the photo shoot was after work, And when I'm feeling this fear, like on the way to the photo shoot, I'm feeling it and jumping in. Like, so when I feel fear, that's a sign that you're doing the right thing, and that basically you need to go forward. Because if you feel the fear and stop, now you're training your body to say, okay, every single time I feel fear, that's danger. We need to not do this and stop. And that's because obviously like thousands of years ago, that probably was the situation. If there's like a bear coming for you, or if like you're in a situation where like cavemen and all that stuff, like 2025, that's not the situation. Fear, it has that feeling from back in the day, but more time, you're not gonna die in it. Like photo shoot, I'm not gonna die at the end of it, even if it goes bad. So just know that you're gonna feel that fear in the moment. And the ways to think about this, like the solution, is to ground myself. So I'll just like take some deep breaths, imagine and visualize the situation going right. And then when I feel that fear, use that as fuel. So yeah, go into it, not run away from it. And then doing this helps you a lot. So yeah, man, that's it. Hopefully I was able to take away something from this video and implement these changes into your life. Because honestly, that fear thing, you don't need it. Like no one needs that fear thing, man. Honestly, like I've been doing this for years now. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm at a point where I can implement it and try to funnel that fear on the day of the situation that's happening. And hopefully with these tips, because these are the tips I use, so hopefully with these tips, you can do the same thing too. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, because I always do videos like these where I'm talking about facing your fears, taking the leap, and yeah, man, just ticking off those fears, man, just getting rid of them, So yeah, please subscribe to build up my subscriber base, and it helps the algorithms and all them things there. But yeah, thank you for watching. Stay up, stay blessed, and as always, let's get it.